You're what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Felix, what up? Pete, what up? Edwin, what up? Government names. Sunday Silence, what up? Yo, JP, FC. Where's Luigi? Hey, Loki. I was trying to switch the waiting music to the Mario theme song. Da. Tight Mix, what up? Mike Heaps, what up? Corey, what up? Jay made this, what up? We in here. I'm always. I know, facts. Well, I'll have to cut it out, of course. Cash, what up, bro? We in here. We about to do the breakdown. What up, Jermaine? Time to make a cover. Who's gonna rap on it? Hey, I was hanging out with TZO and TZO Baines and 206 Derek over the weekend, and we said we're gonna make a song where we each get a verse, and we have to rap in our native tongue. So TZO is gonna be rapping in Spanish. Derek, I guess, in English. Baines in Punjab. Mozart, what up? What is that? If you Rickroll me, I swear to God. If you Rickroll me, I'm banning you.
That chinko lame, that chinko bitch, that chinko pussy. We got Henny, we got Shanks, we got Cookie. I fuck so much pussy, I might switch the bussy. The bitch is Asian and I call her for some sucky. Badissi, aroma, all up on the sofa. If you force me, I'ma send out by the Yoda.
What's up with this mix, man?
Leave him.
Why would you blow all this money on a video?
Fuck me, bitch, come over. W pussy eggs, I can
Instead of getting a mix.
get that boy some closure. I'm talking big brinks, I'm talking big bread, I'm talking big money, dummy.
Hey, Chinatown.
On his big head, this pussy lucky, that little bitty don't play with lead. But when I'm rich, spend that.
Okay. Connie's gonna do the ad-libs on it for sure. She's really good at it too.
No, get on dead. Or I might be out while that shit instead.
Low key, hey, the sample in this is Korean. Never mind, it's Japanese. What up, Louis? Word. V3, what up? Sensei, what up? I think today we're gonna get straight into Homesick. Yeah. Babe, find me the song you want me to sample, and then we'll sample it and we'll go crazy with it. Plus 48. Whoa. Alex Blogs, what up? Yeah, we gonna do a breakdown of this song. Little light work. Me and Francis got heat, made the beat. Oh, thank you. The XG song was fire. That was fun to mix. But yeah, peep, this is the -3 version that I sent to mastering. Oh, word. Appreciate that. No, you can't see the session. Here we go. This is that low bass. The low bass. I want to play by sections, okay? I'm gonna play just the drums. Boom. Actually, I might be in Korea in July. Yo, chat. How do we reply to the gain staging comment or the question? Gang station. I was gonna say go back to my old my other YouTube videos because we go over game staging a lot. So let me see. Francis sent me boom 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 boom. I think like this. And then the bass. He sent me a super Toronto beat or melody. Exactly, I was playing that in the waiting room. So I took that, I added some strings, some high strings, and then I added that guy, added and then yeah, and then that gave us kind of the backbone for the beat. Bonjour. The drum. Bass. And Francis plays like all his sounds. He don't really do a lot of sampling. Exactly. And then check out the intro though, cause I heard a lot of people complaining about how long the intro is, but there's a reason for it. I mean, it is the intro of my album, so I wanted to make it like a very cinematic opening. And if you listen to Hey Ski, thank you for the sub, bro. If you listen to the opening, there's it's like an ode to, the Mongol ancestors. Check this out. So I kind of wanted to make it feel like an army was coming at you. And these two sound effects right here, this is from Paul Blanco leaving the booth. That was the sound of the door. And that's the sound of like the other door. So together we have like this cinematic. Yeah, and then I had like the bass build up. Yup, I had the 808 reversed. Movie theater shit. And then the last hit of the 808 I had, turned up again. Look at that. The theme of my album is basically it's like my life interpreted by the artist that I'm working with. So like the message is very, very clear. This homesick is a feeling of being homesick and not knowing where home is, both like spiritually, mentally, physically, and then understanding that home has to become something you find in yourself, and then therefore you can become home to others. You can be home no matter where you go. And I think everybody can relate to that, whether you're native to your country. It could be financially, it can be you stuck in a place that you don't want to be at, and you know that there is home out there. So I'm kind of just relating that with homesick. And then it goes into like no low key is what I had to become to assimilate to this place that wasn't home. I had to try to fit in. I had to try to defeat the stereotypes. And me being Asian, it's like, oh, Asians are supposed to be quiet and good at math and, obedient and all these things. And I was like, nah. I'm just going to defy all those odds and hopefully become someone that people can see and be like, okay, he's not the same. And maybe Asians aren't supposed to be this way. You know what I mean? And I forgot the bells. Damn, I bet in Switzerland it's worse, bro. Okay, so we have the groundworks of the cinematic entrance, but the real magic is when Paul comes in. Because I don't know if you guys noticed the vocal samples in there. So I had him just do a gang of stuff, freestyle, right? And I don't know what this is gonna sound like. Wait, I don't. Let me see why it gets muted. Oh, I know why. Because this is automated. Let me turn automation off for 1 sec. Automation mode off. So he was doing all this stuff, and then we cut it down. And then basically what we ended up with is all these layers. So that's, if you put that together with just the horses, bro, you have like Mulan. No, well, there is a low 808 here, but it's like super low. I don't know, it might be more of a synth bass hit, but yeah, there's no 808s in this. We just have the kick going crazy. But put that all together and then
yeah. Made it snow up in the summertime, my heart cold.
the Avid HDIO. No, just the 192s. I haven't used the new ones yet. As far as Paul's vocals go,
sick, yeah. Made it snow up in the summertime, my heart cold.
heck yeah. So we just have tune, little Pro Q3, RVox, compressing a lot.
Sick, yeah.
Oh, a little bit there and then a little bit here.
Sick, yeah.
A little bit here.
Sick, yeah.
So I'm doing like under 3 dB compression on each compressor. And then I have a de-esser.
Sick, yeah. Made it snow up in
Side widener and then fresh air. And I think as far as reverbs go, Valhalla Room, EMT 250 with the mid scooped, like regular delay, flanger, the instant flanger by Eventide, doubler, and then the Aphex Vintage Exciter.
Sick, yeah. Made it snow up in the summertime, my heart cold.
I kind of went hard on the de-esser and then I made it up with this exciter. It's kind of a parallel processing. I don't do that much, but I thought it was really cool for this. And then I have 10K at 60% with the soothe. And as far as Changmo goes. You guys want me to play it through? Some delays going into VVV. Same old, same old. I've used pretty much the same things on everything, so I'm gonna just play it through, and then we'll go into Changmo's verse.
Yeah, made it snow up in the summertime, my heart cold. See the smile that's on my face, but I feel hollow. I ain't supposed to be here right now, shit, but God knows, shit, but God knows. Made it snow up in the summertime, my heart cold. Sun is out, but trust me, all the shit gets darker. I ain't supposed to be here right now, shit, but God knows, shit, but God knows. That I'm far, way far from home. We came too far from home. Came too far from home.
Yeah. 18 months, 천 단위 돈들은 made it us. 물론 이미 진조와졌겠지 갇혀버린 동안 I told myself it's not the world's not fair to us. 바닥스 해는 내 노래 땡기면 안 튀고 난 내놨어 내 이룬 거그 시간이나 바꿔서 애니 뭐 새끼 I'm out of the cage. 바로 살에 쓰는 chains 새 챙 너 새 pace. 나도 참 몰라 내 pay. Make money while I'm away. I'm a 가능할 그 rate. 존나 피튀기는 race. 영원히 싸놓으면 ace. 형이 놀러줘 the base. Trendsetter no chase. 나는 전혀 다른 케이스. 새끼들은 몰라 나의 사고방식 그건 나의 힘대로 시계 마이웨이가 다 길 돌아가도 UGR that's right here. 5X 저 히트에 걸린 시간이 굳이 나오는 총알 10 난더 큰 걸 원해 히트 9X 저 새끼들 족가라 해요 저기 대통령이 내게 눈 갈래도 못 가라 왜 내 속에 와우가 패션은 절대로 못 가지 니 get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, made it snow up in the summertime.
I used to do that. I used to go into my music math and then do all the math. I think I showed you guys this app. Let me show y'all again. There's an app called Music Math. You can go in there, set like the BPM of the song. So let's say 140. You can tap the tempo here if you want. And then you can go into like what each delay note would be in milliseconds. So like let's say you want to put a reverb on there, and then you want to make it like a 30-second note. It'd be 53 milliseconds. Or if you want like a 16-second pre-delay, then you'll be 107. It's called Music Math. Did I do the stutter? Yeah, I did all the effects on this. Cause I recorded this whole song in Korea in 2 different occasions. When we recorded Paul's part, Changmo was still in the military, and then I think 2 weeks after he got out, I went over there, and this was the first song he recorded post-army. Post-military service, so a lot of his verse is talking about that. We use the U87 into Neve 1073 into a distressor. Yeah, 18 months. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's a chop. It's super simple. Basically, I put down the grid to whatever it is right now. Took one here, took one there, and lowered them to 20 and 14, and then I panned them left and right like that.
18 months, 천 단위 돈들은 made it us. 물론 이미 진조와졌겠지 갇혀버린 동안 I told myself it's not. 18 months, 천 단위 돈들은 made it us. 물론
I went in there, did a lot of clip gaining just for breaths and in betweens. I could have used Breath Control by RX. And RX 11 is out, by the way. I haven't really tried it yet. I want to dive into RX. Does anyone know like an RX expert? Because I would love to have them over showing us like how to really, really get into the nitty gritty. Because I know how to use the elements. I know how to use the plugins that RX makes, but I'm talking about RX standalone and going in there and like, I know people that can take out anything from anything and have like rooms that are completely untreated and make it sound like, you know, they're studio quality.
Yeah. 18 months.
No. I think Dennis said he knew somebody. Is Baines crazy at RX? Okay, maybe I'll talk to him and see if he can pull up or something. I know for sure he'll have someone that knows RX super well. I think I saw a question about the doubles or this affected period. All right, so what I did here was, this was 2 mono tracks, like, because I recorded everything in mono. It was 2 mono tracks like this, but I just put it into 1 stereo just so it's easier to add plugins and control it. I put like a telephone style filter on there, Valhalla Vintage Verb, really short and like 25%. Hey, yo, thanks for the gifted, bro. BDX Studios. And Tishomingo? It looks like you're on the receiving end. Congrats. Yeah, so I started with the EQ and the verb, added micro shift. That was I was influenced by one of our streams because people kept saying use micro shift, and I totally forgot about it. I used micro shift, I used doubler, took off that high shelf, kept it pretty standard though, -6, -12 at 45, and then I put meta flanger on it at 30 mix. The only thing is I spread the speakers here, the stereo fader to 107, just so it's a little wider. And then I did a delay throw here at a quarter note. So it was cool. I got some food, and then we went to Playback Studios for this Better Maker event. And they were like testing out their new stuff. The gang of people there. I stayed there for like an hour because it was packed out. Yeah, I think they said Derek said he's down. Derek said he's down, and Bane said he's down. So somewhere in the future, we're gonna have them on the stream. Oh, word! That's fire. It's like a digital recall. It's like a piece of analog gear that you can digitally recall, right? What's the level I'm recording? Let me look. You got a demo, Louis, or you bought it? Okay, so when I record vocals, I guess I'm trying to get. Well, this is my mic. This is way louder than I usually record. But when I do record, maybe like -12, minus 14, something like that. Because I can always turn it up, but if they like out of nowhere have a really, really loud word or something, then I want to leave ample headroom. And my room is I usually try to record in really quiet environments. And so it's okay that the noise floor is there or the headroom is there because I can just turn it up and there's not going to be any noise floor.
Yeah. 18 month.
Okay, so on my buses, on the 808, I just put a little bit of soft clip in. On the kick, I mean, the bass isn't really the focus of the song. It's more of a vibe. So I didn't want to go crazy on it. The kick, I put knock on there. And a little bit of a scoop at 35. I think that's where this 808 was living. And then on the music, I MV2'd it +2 or plus 1.7. I didn't take any of the high level down. And then I spread it out. And then I threw Soothe on the Vox. Put the NIF Soma on there. 33 and 22 at 1. All across the board. Ozone 11. A little bit of stabilizer, cut, and then clarity to make up. God particle at 40%. Limiter at 5 dB. Got the Limitless 6.5 Oxford Inflator, and then Pro L2, and then I sent it to Ohad to master, and he went crazy on it. Yeah, man, the NIF is in there for good now, cause it only makes stuff sound bigger and better. I've never had the NIF Soma make my mix sound worse. You know what I'm saying? And I believe when the master came in, he got it to like 7 or something.
Sick, yeah. Made us know. Sick, yeah. Made us know up in that summertime, my heart cold. Say the smile that's on my face, but I feel hollow. I ain't supposed to be here right now, shit, but I got.
I'm mixing all in the box right now, but I'm gonna hook up the Fusion soon. Yeah, there's a lot of ways around it, but I'm sure Pro Tools have been working on it. Cause every other DAW you can do it. And like if you don't have a Stream Deck or SoundFlow like I do, it's probably a pain in the ass. How far do I push the limiter? Nothing special. I have it on punchy setting, -6.5 dB.
Sick.
Just compressing.
Sick, yeah. Made it snow up in that summertime, my heart cold. Say the smile that's on my face, but I feel hollow. I ain't supposed to be here right now, shit, but God knows.
Yeah, Skeed. I'll give you a heads up. So the Limitless is compressing 4 to 5 dB at the max. And then this limiter is not doing anything. I just use it for color. And then I don't think the God Particle limiter is doing anything in there.
Yeah, made it snow up in that summertime, my heart.
This is just clean gain over here. So 5 dB, I'm not really limiting. And then Limitless is doing all the heavy work, -3 to 5. No, only this changes. But it varies from like -4 dB to like -7 dB. It doesn't really go outside of that range. So having a good mastering limiter really helps. Cause by myself, I got it to -7, but it sounded it didn't sound open at all. It sounded very kind of squashed. And like I could have been okay with it. Ozone 11, I only have stabilizer and clarity. Stabilizer, pretty default. I switched to cut and then 10 on the amount, and then clarity, everything is default, and I added 10. That's it. No compressor, no EQ, no limiter. Earlier there was a question about, or a comment about hold on. Oh, in the last stream with Tizio, you said something about making moves that sound good but not having a deeper understanding of them. How do you get an idea of what a move that sounds good really does? You experiment. You do a bunch of stuff, like you send tones through, like maybe I just have, I don't know, this guy right here. Actually, that's a bad example. This one. And then you go and try different compressors. Like your shit's gonna be labeled under compressors. At least most DAWs do that for you, where they put it in the categories, dynamics, and then maybe go through some of the ones that you heard good things about or that we talk about in the stream, and then try them out and see what it actually does to the signal. It's a lot of trial and error, guys. Like, understanding what a compressor does and what every single knob does, it takes opening it, seeing different kinds of compressors and effects processors, and then trying shit out, and then seeing how the source is affected by you turning those knobs. Trying to understand the design of the reverb. Which reverb you want me to open, RJ? What's clarity? Clarity is like a, what do you even call this type of plugin? It's like a Gulfhouse type plugin where it detects certain regions, I guess, like frequencies in your mix that it's lacking, and then it'll like turn it up live real time. Turn it up or turn down. Let me play all of the music, and then maybe you can tell. Watch. It does exactly what the name of the plugin is. It gives it clarity. You guys hear it, right? This is off. And there are such micro changes, but in the mix bus, that's all you're really looking for. You don't want to hear drastic shit. Watch, when everything is on.
Yeah, made it snow up in that summertime, my heart cold. See the smile that's on my face, but I feel hollow. I ain't supposed to be here right now, shit, but God knows. Made it snow up in that summertime, my heart cold. Sun is out, but trust me, all the shit gets dark on. I ain't supposed to be here right now, shit, but God knows. Shit, but God knows.
It's not like soothe, because soothe, I mean, it would be like soothe if you have the expander and the compressor on at the same time. Can you tell me how to connect a laptop to the SSL console? Like if a producer brought his own laptop and wants to use a speaker, how do you do it? Just put it on a channel, 2 channels. So take the laptop. If you have an 1/8 inch to quarter inch connectors or 2TT, you go right into the patch bay, channel line in, and then whatever 2 faders is open. So if you have channels 3 and 4 open on the SSL, then you go 1/8 inch into the patch bay, channel line in, boom, and then you have it on 3 and 4. And then you can just label those two, and then you can raise it and lower it as you please. That's the easiest way. Or get a bump box. How do you know what to use in sequence? Trial and error, really. Are you talking about like my mix bus? It's kind of like, okay, what my EQ I'm gonna put first just because I want all my compressors to include that EQ and to kind of tame it. And then this is acting as an EQ, kinda. It's like a dynamic EQ, right? And then this is my first dynamics processor. Oh, I can turn that off. But saturation, limiting, and then limiting, which is another compressor. And then this is more saturation, and then more limiting if I so chose to. Right. That's the kind of vibe I was going for. I wanted to hit home, you know, because that song is really good because, like, it's very, like, you feel it. City of Gods. Oh yeah, that's a little. Let's break down Valhalla Vintage Verb. Keep hearing cracking and popping when trying to record with plugins on. Yeah, that's probably what it is. You might need to have more RAM or go up to, just take off all the plugins, bro. Just record dry. Why are you sending Juju? Yeah, just record dry. Or get a better computer. Whatever's easier. Wave Max, she meant good Juju. Right. That's what I was thinking too. Do I think the Apollo DA80 sounds better than the 192? Yes. Then the older 192s that are like completely stock, I feel like, yeah. But I can't really tell the difference. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm only saying that because I'm using the Apollo. All right. So what questions do we have on the Valhalla Vintage Verb? This is mix knob, pre-delay. Decay is how long it is. You got the different modes of reverbs. Color. This, I'm guessing this is kind of where you get confused. Oh, you know what I just did get though? By popular demand. You guys have been asking me to get Seventh Heaven, so I got it. And it's fire. It's really nice. Yeah, that's just nice. Finished verb. And then you got the EQ on this side. Whatever you want, high cut, low cut, modulation, rate and depth. And then this is where the diffusion's at. This is how much late diffusion you want, how much early diffusion you want, and then size of the reverb, and then how fast it hits or slow it hits. If you hover over, it kind of tells you exactly what you're looking for. How do you know when not to use something on your mix bus? When it sounds bad? Maybe the lows, or maybe EQ your delays, or maybe your mix just has a lot of information in the same space as the Valhalla. So how I have it here is like I'm carving out 1K and carving out 180 because I don't need the 1K of the reverb because I have 1K from the actual vocals, you know. And actually, like, the more you push down the 1K on the reverb, the further back it goes. Square, what do you need insight on? You need to be specific here, bro. Do I ever sidechain reverb? I do sometimes. I'm the wrong person to ask for a recording template because I record pretty dry. I'll have one reverb, one delay, one EQ, and one compressor. So I literally record with Pro Q3 and RVox and then auto-tune. That's really it. When it comes to your recording template, don't go too crazy, bro. Because it's just going to introduce delay and it's going to bog down your computer. It's going to make it all poppy and, you know. What's the best way to add reverb to the top end of a bass while keeping the lower frequencies in mono? Where would you add reverb to a top end of the bass? I kind of need an example because I've never done that before. I think if you had to do it though, I'll show you exactly how you would do it. Like, let's say you're adding top end reverb to this bass. I'm gonna send out to like bus 2930. Oh, okay. So pretty much though, I have everything sounding the same. I just change it with EQ. So if I have like lead vocals and then background vocals and ad-lib vocals, 3 buses, and then all the vocals going to that, depending on what kind of vocal it is. And then I'll just EQ it differently. So on the background vocals, I might take out more 1K and 2K just so they sit more behind. Excuse me. But yeah, I'll have like maybe 3 vocal buses, but I'll keep it super, super simple. And then as they're recording, maybe you can add like 1 or 2 things like a widener or like a chorus or like a meta flanger if you really, really want that effect. But most of the time, the artists that I'm working with, they don't need me to make huge changes while I'm recording. If they ask for it, that's a different thing. If you get like a Travis or a Polo G that's like, yo, I want a doubler, I want a flanger, I want auto tune effects on this setting, then you have to adjust accordingly. But there's always really low DSP alternatives to those plugins that take up a lot of CPU. Have you tried mid-side processing? Yeah, that's basically, I do that every single mix. Like this NIF Soma right here is in mid-side mode. My EQ, sometimes I'll go mid-side mode. I don't know if I'm using it here, but I have side widener, which is, essentially going mid-side. What else? Imager here, which is playing with mid-side. But yeah, you guys know I use the black box in mid-side mode. Anything that has MS on it, I'm a turn it on. When you study mixes, what do you listen for? Clarity of vocals without harshness. These days, I'm just studying vocals, bro, because like I feel like everything else is kind of there for me. Maybe some low end. Like we all know that Partition by Beyonce, that's kind of like holy grail when it comes to like low end without vocals sitting on top. I use linear phase, a natural phase, when I do mid-side processing. Do you use sidechain to accentuate the vocals of an instrument? No, I haven't done that, but that might be nice. Let me get to that reverb thing. Okay, so if I had to boost just the highs of a reverb, then I'll put a filter before the actual reverb and cut everything else out. And let's say if I'm trying to make it wide, then I might just do like I don't know if there's this information in that bass, but I'll do this and go strictly to the side. Boom. So let's see where the bass is at. I think it's here. Cut all the lows. You don't want that. If you wanted to widen it more, you would put like a stereo field plugin behind it, like a side widener or something. I'll lower this. Plug-in snitch. What up, Rick? This is kind of interesting. This might be something I use in the future. This reverb trick. I would say something that you can never learn too much of is just frequencies. Is ear training. I don't do it a lot now, but I kind of know like when you play something, oh, that's at like 500, 400. And that way you can, I think EQing is like the most important thing. Cause like, as far as EQing, yeah, there's tools like the auto-tune EQ, that kind of do it for you, or find certain harmonics and stuff like that. But you still, if you have a problematic vocal or problematic recording, you still need to know how to sweep. And if you don't know the general area that sound is in, then good luck. You know, that's gonna drive you insane. Mike, what is you on, bro? You've been going on about Katy Perry. What is you going on?
Sick, yeah. Made it snow up in that summer, turn my heart cold. See the smile that's on my face, but I feel hollow.
So like, you know, EQ, and if you hear something that you want taken out, you need to know exactly what band it's at, or you're gonna start hearing phantom fucking frequencies. And I'm sure everybody in this chat is familiar with that, where it's like, oh, I think it's this, and then before you know it, you got 1,000 bands doing this, and then your EQs look like that. Can you guys relate to this? Or am I crazy? And then you got like a million of these, and then you turn it off, and then you're like, wait, this sounds way better. So instead of guessing, you gotta know. Yep, exactly.
Sick, yeah.
Trusting just the visual part of it's gonna get you in trouble. I do that a lot, and then it gets me in trouble where I think like, okay, this must be the S, but then it's like down here somewhere.
Sick, yeah.
And then a lot of little changes. Don't go too crazy unless you have a really bad recording or a really bad sample where there's something really problematic. Like rarely will I ever use the notch filter, but sometimes I will when there's like, you know, an instrument or like a piano or something where the high end is just like shrill and piercing. I might just take out that whole, you know, upper harmonic of it. But usually, you know, small changes, 1 to 3 dB, that goes a long way. Yeah. Heck yeah. You guys want to start a new mix? Mike, I'm about to mute you, bruh. You talking crazy. and Connie's right there with you. He's like, oh my God, you're right.